Ambedkar holds a central position in the narrative of pragmatism's influence and evolution in India. As a student of John Dewey at Columbia University, Ambedkar's contributions to India were profound and multifaceted. He played an important role in drafting the Indian Constitution in the 1940s and championed the rights of the marginalized and oppressed. Ambedkar's commitment to seeking justice through legal and social reforms was unwavering. Beyond his political leadership, Ambedkar was also a philosopher. This is evident in his final work, The Buddhist Bible, titled The Buddha and His Dhamma. In this book, Ambedkar reimagined Buddhism, giving importance to poverty, injustice, and the importance of building strong social communities. He de emphasized traditional elements like the Four Noble Truths, aiming to present Buddhism as a socially engaged philosophy closer to a social gospel. His reconstruction of Buddhist traditions resonated with those inspired by Karl Marx and Russian communism in the 1950s, making his philosophical legacy an essential aspect of his profound impact on Indian society. The interconnection between Ambedkar's political activism and philosophical insight became evident early in his life. During the 1930s, he found himself at odds with Gandhi, a prominent figure in India's independence movement. Growing disillusioned with the Hindu tradition's resistance to social reform, Ambedkar publicly declared that he would not die as a Hindu. In a powerful yet undelivered speech, Ambedkar argued that the caste system not only oppresses people but also undermines unity and respect, crucial elements for a thriving democracy. His activism against caste oppression was rooted in a profound philosophy of democracy, reflecting his creative and visionary thinking. Dewey's philosophy focused on the intersection of experience, drawing inspiration from Hegel and Darwin. He believed that reason and reflection are rooted in lived experience, which required engaged attention to reconstruct our understanding continually. His ideas were closely linked to his work on education, viewing humans as habit bearing beings capable of intelligently adapting their habits to address the challenges and opportunities presented by experience. Considering Ambedkar as a pragmatist does not exclude other significant labels attached to him, such as being a Buddhist and a politician. It simply allows us to highlight certain aspects of his approach, philosophy, and thought. The archival evidence suggests that Ambedkar sought to combine Dewey's democratic views with Buddhism as early as 1914. Ambedkar's reception of Dewey's philosophy was complex. Dewey's ideas served as a source of inspiration and novelty, motivating Ambedkar to evolve his own version of pragmatism tailored to address caste oppression. Dewey's emphasis on reconstruction resonated with Ambedkar as both philosophers questioned the quest for certainty in their respective contexts. For Ambedkar, the claims of timelessness and divine certainty associated with the ancient Vedas and Sanatana tradition perpetuated the oppressive caste system in Indian society, which he sought to challenge. While Dewey's pragmatism influenced Ambedkar, it was not blindly copied but adapted to suit his unique context and aspirations upon his return to India. Dewey's philosophy became a valuable resource and inspiration, encouraging Ambedkar to address societal issues and envision democratic social systems where every individual could find significance. In essence, Ambedkar's pragmatism aimed to reconstruct society and dismantle oppressive structures while providing a framework for individual empowerment and societal progress. Ambedkar was deeply influenced by the pragmatist commitment to philosophy as a means of purposeful change and reconstruction rather than mere contemplation of eternal truths. This philosophy resonated with his life's mission of challenging and eradicating the oppressive caste system in India. He believed in actively transforming the world and empowering marginalized communities through his activism, political maneuvers, and impassioned speeches. At the core of Ambedkar's selective and creative pragmatism was a goal of reclaiming and preserving the human personality, which he saw as suppressed and mutilated by the caste system. He criticized the caste system for limiting individuals' potential and opportunities based on their birth status, thus hindering the growth of their personalities. Inspired by Dewey's early works on democracy, Ambedkar emphasized that society should provide freedom and opportunities for each person to develop as valued members of the community. Democracy for him was not just a political form of governance, but a way of life that involved respect and reverence for fellow beings. Ambedkar viewed social democracy as a habit or way of life going beyond political institutions and laws. He focused on the customs and habits that shape our interactions with others in everyday experiences. He saw caste as an inherently divisive system that undermined the principles of democracy and individual worth. However, he faced the challenge of finding a standard to judge systems and communities as a whole, given his reluctance to appeal to transcendental sources of eternity. To address this challenge, Ambedkar turned to three values: liberty, equality, and fraternity that he heard in Dewey's course on the French Revolution. These values became semi transcendent principles that he used to critique any community's adherence to a democratic ideals and the development of individual personalities. He believed that justice lay in maintaining a tense balance among these three values. By employing these values, Ambedkar exposed the problems with the caste system and its impact on liberty and equality for the untouchables. He also criticized Russian communism for achieving equality through violence at the expense of liberty and fraternity. For Ambedkar, making individuals matter required ensuring their equal treatment and freedom of choice, as well as fostering a sense of shared interests and mutual respect within the community. These values provided a powerful framework for his critique of societal structures and his vision of a just and democratic society. Ambedkar's philosophy is fundamentally an anti caste philosophy, but it goes beyond that and transforms into a comprehensive philosophy of democracy. By drawing upon the pragmatist ideal of deep democracy, his philosophy becomes an all encompassing, addressing not only caste related issues but also other challenges that hinder the establishment of democratic communities. Describing his thought as pragmatism allows us to recognize the infusion of important ideas and ideals from Dewey, adapted and applied to the specific Indian context. Moreover, it positions Ambedkar as a global philosopher concerned not only with caste but also with broader problems that hinder the realization of true democracy. In this unique evolution of social democracy within pragmatist tradition, Ambedkar's philosophy sheds new light on the issues of oppression and division. It offers a creative approach to reconstruct society by constantly adapting and finding a delicate balance among the values of freedom, equality, and fraternity among all individuals who share a collective destiny. Ambedkar's vision of democracy encompasses a transformative journey that seeks to dismantle oppressive systems and build a just and inclusive society where every individual's worth and potential can flourish.